all friends, welcome back to Dev Sir's Mathemagic. No, I don't claim myself to be a magician. I just try to make things simple for all the students. Math simple steps से simple key steps से hint से याद रखो, सब आसान हो जाएगा. That's all. So today I'm going to take one class for 12th standard matrices, which is in Maths 1. Okay, so Maths 1 में matrices में there are many applications or uses. There are certain word problems which need to be solved. These problems can be solved with the help of matrices in a very simple way. So let us see one example from the textbook. देखो, miscellaneous exercise 2B, question number 6. What is given? The sum of three numbers is 2. If twice the second number is added to the sum of first and third number, we get 1. एक step by step से जाएंगे. Sum of three numbers is 2 means let the three numbers be x, y and z. Okay? x plus y plus z equal to 2, ये पहली condition है. Sum of three numbers is 2. Simple. देखो, second condition. If twice the second number is added to the sum of the first and third number, observe here. Twice the second number means 2y is added to x plus z is added to sum of first and third, we get 1. This is the second condition. Again observe. Twice the second number means 2y is added means plus x plus z to the sum of first and third, we get 1. Third condition. On adding 5 times the first number to the sum of second and third. Observe carefully. On adding 5 times the first number means 5x plus to the sum of second and third means what? Y plus z. So 5x plus y plus z equal to 6. So 5 times the first number is to be added to the second and third, you get 6. These are the three conditions है. Three conditions पहले देखना पड़ेंगे, which you have seen. Now, before we solve with the help of matrices, term should be rearranged. अभी rearrange यानी क्या? X plus variables on the left hand side, constants on the right hand side. So x plus y plus z is equal to 2 is okay. यहाँ पे x पहला लिखेंगे, x के नीचे x आना चाहिए, y के नीचे 2y, z equal to 1. Same conditions, just rearrange the terms. 5x plus y plus z, it's okay, equal to 6. So all constants should be on the right hand side. ये हो गया? Okay. अभी these equations should be converted into what is called as matrix form. अभी matrix form कैसा है? So you have to form three matrices. In the first matrix, take the coefficients from the left hand side. Now you can take them row wise or column wise. It's your choice. We'll take row wise. First row में क्या है देखो? 1 1 1. Just concentrate on this matrix. Second row में 1 2 1. Just take the coefficients. Third row में 5 1 1. Now remember friends, the second matrix is called as a column matrix because only one column is there which is called as x y z. So whatever unknowns are given, you put them vertically in the second matrix x y z. Go to the right hand side. On the right hand side also you have 2 1 6 which is again a column matrix क्योंकि एक ही column है friends, एक column है ना, column matrix. So this is called as matrix form. So these equations have to be converted into the matrix form. Now you might think कि ये और ये कैसा आ गया? So it's a simple thing. If you carry out matrix multiplication, 1 into x, first row, first column, 1 into x plus 1 into y plus 1 into z equal to 2. That is x plus y plus z equal to 2. Second row multiply करो, 1 into x plus 2y plus 1z equal to 1. Third row सेम थिंग, मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद ये इक्वेशन आते हैं, तो हम लोग ने उल्टा किया है, मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट किया है। सिंपल सी बात है, दिस इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप। अभी फर्स्ट रो इज कॉल्ड एज R1, सेकेंड रो इज कॉल्ड एज R2, थर्ड रो इज कॉल्ड एज R3। So first form the equations, write them properly, convert into matrix form. After converting into matrix form क्या करना है, ये important चीज है। अभी what method is asked? Usually now when equations are asked, we have to solve them by reduction method. With solve the given equations by matrices, using matrices. So using matrices means we will be using reduction method. So what is the reduction method now? Matrix form clear? Absolutely clear? Okay, reduction form means I am going to reduce the matrix, थोड़े numbers reduce करके in certain positions I am trying to get certain zeros. Which positions? Observe. ये तीन पोजीशंस में मुझे जीरो लाना है, यानी थोड़ा रिड्यूस करना है मैट्रिक्स को, इसीलिए उसको रिडक्शन मेथड बोलते हैं। दिस थ्री पोजीशंस, यहाँ पे जीरो आ गया तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन करके इट बिकम्स सिंपल टू सॉल्व। ओके, सो आई एम ट्राइंग टू गेट जीरोस इन दीज थ्री पोजीशंस। अभी जीरो आने के बाद कौन सा मैट्रिक्स आता है वो बाद में मैं बोलूंगा। लेट अस सी, फर्स्ट स्टेप इज आई विल ट्राई टू गेट वन जीरो ओवर हियर। So because I want to get zero over here, ये position represents R2, so I want to change R2. So अगर R2 को change करना है, write clearly, change R2 by R2 minus R1. Whatever is to be changed is to be written in the first position. R2 minus R1 Q, because 1 minus 1 will give me 0 over here. Okay, main thing is to get 0. यहाँ पे कुछ भी आए तो भी चलेगा। 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 minus 1 0. Okay, main thing is to get 0 in these three positions. Okay, so I have written change R2 by R2 minus R1. R2 को बदलो। Now when I write this equation, remember as I said, whatever is in the first position changes, whatever is in the second position does not change. Okay, so you can see here, after writing this, जो कुछ चेंज नहीं होने वाला है वो पहला लिख लो, राइट। सो यहाँ पे सेकेंड पोजीशन में क्या है, R1. सो R1 इज नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज, 1 1 1 सेम। जो चेंज नहीं होने वाला है वो पहला लिख लो, राइट। R2 minus R1 में कहा R3 नहीं है, so R3 is not going to change, so write R3 5 1 1। ये लिखने के बाद ये चेंज करो, because R2 minus R1 is in the first position, so R1 is going to change। कैसा चेंज हो गया? by this operation, R2 minus R1। तो यहां से करना है R2 minus R1। देखो R2 minus R1 simple, 1 minus 1 0, okay, 2 minus 1 1, 1 minus 1 0। ये एडिशनल 0 आ गया, ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, अच्छा है, जितना जीरो आएगा उतना अच्छा है, राइट। सो 0 1 0। सो आवर फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव, वी गॉट 1 0 हियर। रिडक्शन मेथड, रिड्यूस करो, मैट्रिसेस को रिड्यूस करो, ट्राई टू गेट मैक्सिमम जीरोस, बट अपने लिए 3 जीरोस सफिशिएंट है। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू गेट 0 हियर। 3 पोजीशन मार्क किए है ना मैंने, सो यहाँ पे 0 लाना है, यहाँ पे 0 लाना है, यानी क्या, R3 को चेंज करना है। सो R3 को चेंज करना है, यानी R3 मार्क करके रखता हूं मैं, R3 इज गोइंग टू चेंज। Because R3 is in the first position, बदलना ही चाहिए। Whatever is in the second position, 5 R1, 10 R1, 100 R1, कुछ भी करो, that is not going to change. Okay, so 5 R1 is not going to change, R3 is going to change, इसलिए मैंने मार्क किया है। R1 is not going to change along with R2, because R2 is not mentioned here anywhere, friends. सो R1 एंड R2 दोनों चेंज नहीं होने वाले, सो दैट आई विल राइट फर्स्ट. देखो R1 is not going to change 1 1 1, R2 is not going to change 0 1 0. By this operation R3 is going to change, so let us change R3 now, which I have marked over here. So how do I change? अगर आपको चाहिए तो आप रफ वर्क कर सकते हो. R3 minus 5 R1, देखो this is the main operation. Start करें. R3 is 5 minus 5 into R1 डायरेक्ट. R3 के ऊपर एकदम R1 है 1. 5 minus 5 gives me 0 here. I'm changing this R3. Okay, clear? Second, 1. Since R3 is going to change, this has to change. 1 minus 5 into, directly go to R1. So 1 minus 5 gives you minus 4. R3 changing. Similarly, 1. Same thing. 1 minus 5 into 1 gives you minus 4. And don't forget the right hand side also. Right hand side, R3 minus 5 R1. R3 minus 5 R1 means यहाँ पे देखेंगे अभी ये चेंज होने वाला है. This is R3. R3 फुल है ये. 6 minus 5 into directly R1. 5 into 2. 6 minus 10. 6 minus 10 is minus 4. यहाँ पे भी minus 4 आ गया. पहले ऑपरेशन में R2 minus R1 में यहाँ पे minus 1 आ गया. This is also going to change. 1 minus 2 minus 1. Whatever operation you do, LHS and RHS में change होता है. X, Y, Z में there is no change. You have to keep it as it is. This matrix is called as the post factor. Clear? हो गया? So we got 0 here. दोनों जगह 0 आ गया. ये भी हो गया. Now get 0 over here. Then the matrix has been reduced to something. So how do I get 1 0 over here? See, simple. I want to change R3 again because यहाँ पे 0 लाना है, मतलब R3 बदलना है. So change R3, again change R3. कोई फर्क नहीं, डोंट वरी. अब एक बार चेंज किया तो दूसरे बार नहीं लिखना है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. चेंज R3 by R3 plus 4R2. Now R3 plus 4R2 cube, because minus 4 plus 4 into 1 किया तो sorry, minus 4 plus 4 into 1. I'm not going to R1 now. Minus 4 plus 4 into 1 gives me 0 over here. Okay, and when I do this operation, R3 plus, अभी plus क्यों लिखा है? Because minus sign is already there. When the minus sign is there, you usually have to add. Minus 4 plus 4 cancel कैसे होता है देखो अभी. रफ वर्क. R3 plus 4R2 करो चालू. R3 मार्क करो मैं. चेंज R3. स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर. R3 में 0 है, प्लस 4 इंटू R2 में भी 0 है. सो 0 प्लस 0 gives me 0. अच्छी चीज है ना. 0 has remained 0. Thankfully change नहीं हो गया. So select those two rows in which 2 zeros are present. आसान हो जाता है. 0 remains 0. If I had taken R1, that would have changed. Try करके देखो. I don't want to change. So select these two rows. इसलिए R3 plus 4 R2 किया है. So I get 0 here. Second देखो. minus 4 R3 में minus 4 प्लस डायरेक्टली 4 into 1 आ गया 0. ये भी है, अभी इसमें क्या चेंज होने वाला है क्या क्या देखेंगे। -4, दिस इज R3 है, -4 plus 4R2, R2 is this, plus 4 into 0, -4 plus 0 is -4, ये भी चेंज नहीं हो गया। So we got 3 zeros here, right hand side, -4 plus 4R2, 4 into -1, so -4 into -1 is -4 यानी -8 आ गया। So as soon as you get 3 zeros here, stop the row transformations. Thankfully, row transformation is a cumbersome method, but लेकिन अगर पूछा तो करना पड़ेगा. If not, matrix inversion is also simpler, which we have seen. Matrix reduction for certain cases can be simple when the numbers are smaller, like in this case. Okay? लेकिन पूछना, अगर रिडक्शन मेथड पूछा है तो रो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इज कंपल्सरी, नो चॉइस. ओके, 3 zeros are here, so because 3 zeros are here, this is called as the diagonal of the matrix. ये डायगोनल है, और ये अगर ट्रायंगल कंप्लीट किया तो डायगोनल के ऊपर ट्रायंगल है, इट इज कॉल्ड एज द अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स. In the exam, you don't have to mention all that. You should just know that after converting into upper triangular matrix, upper triangular क्यों? क्योंकि diagonal के ऊपर triangle है. You stop the elementary row transformation. और elementary row transformation stop होने के बाद carry out simple multiplication. You will get the answer in 2 minutes. So how do I carry out the multiplication? You know that. See, 1 into x plus 1 into y plus 1 into z is equal to first number 2. First equation. First row, first column, एक ही column है friends. Second row, first column, 0 into x is 0, नहीं लिखने वाला है मैं. Plus 1 into y लिखा है. Plus 0 into z, no need to write. Just because 0 into z is 0, so 1 into y लिखो सिर्फ, that is second element now, -1. So this is the first equation, this is the second equation. Third equation, third row, first column, 0 into x, no need to write. 0 into x is 0, plus 0 into y is 0, no need to write. -4 into z is -4z. -4 into z is -4z equal to -8. So z is equal to -8 upon -4, that is 2. So we get z equal to 2. And you also have got y equal to -1, because यहाँ पे भी दो zeros आ गए ना. So y is equal to -1 is also one answer. Now what is the last step? Put the values of y and z in the first equation, get the value of x. चलो फटाफट कर दो last step. Substitute करेंगे. 1 into x, so I'll write the equation. You can also solve it. X plus y plus z equal to 2. Y is -1, z is plus 2, -8 upon -4. 2 minus 1 is 1. Again 2 minus 1 is 1. So final answer, x equal to 1, y equal to 1, z equal to 2. That is how you solve equations by matrix reduction method, by converting into upper triangular matrix. followed, right? So this problem is from the textbook. I think problem set में ही है ना ये, miscellaneous exercise problem set. Yes, go through it, practice row transformations. It's not that difficult, but थोड़ा lengthy है, होता है कभी कभी. Okay, that will be all for today. Meet you in another day or two. Bye.